I'm Catherine Njogu. I'm going to take you through animal handling and management practices 1 and the topic livestock routine duties, which is now the session is identification of animals. By the end of this lesson, you as a learner, you're supposed to be able to identify the term, to define the term identification of animals. You are supposed to state the importance of animal identification. You identify the different types, tools, and methods used in animal identification. So we start by defining the term identification. Identification is the practice of giving animals unique identifiers for ease of identity, and the identification facilitates management practices facilitated by identification. Some of them are feeding, selection and breeding, record keeping, and also culling. So we have the importance of identification. The importance include ownership proof, keeping accurate records, disease eradication, food safety, breeding, global trade, emergency management, and endangered species tracking. So we are going to look at the methods of animal identification, and under the subtopic methods, we have two types, which is permanent method and temporary or non-permanent method. We are going to look at them as we continue. So the types, as we look at the types and tools used in animal identification, we will also be able to tell if it is a temporary or permanent method. So we start with the first one, which is ear tagging. Ear tagging is fixing metallic or plastic tags bearing different numbers or letters on the ears of animals. And we use an ear tag applicator to put the tags in the ears of the animal, as you can see in those pictures. We have the second one, which is ear notching. In this type, we use a tool called ear notcher, and this method involves making cuts in different parts of the ear of the animal. As you can see in the left hand side picture of the pig, we have different shapes, different numbers, which is used in identification of that pig. And also, as you can see in the right hand side, we have a calf there, which also has marks, and you can see the tool that is used, which is the ear notcher. The third method is ear tattooing. This involves making outlines of certain numbers by piercing the skin using a tattooing machine. The tattooing machine is the left hand side machine that you can see there. We have an example of an animal which has ear tattooing in the right hand side, and this method is mostly used in animals like rabbits and pigs. Then after using the tattoo, after you tattoo the animal, we apply the ink so as to be able to make the tattooing visible. We continue to our fourth type, which is branding. And in branding, it involves inscribing a permanent mark on the skin of an animal using a red hot branding iron. As you can see in that picture, that is a red hot branding iron. And as you can see down there, we have an animal with already marked with a brand. And as in the second picture, you can see we have a practical thing going on. The branding is continuing there. The hot iron forms a burn wound on the skin, which on healing leaves a permanent mark. And this method is suitable. It is used in sites such as the hock, the side of the jaw, hip, and thigh. So we continue to our next, and which is the last one, which is neck strapping. Neck strapping involves fixing of tags around the animal's neck with a chain or a strap. The first cow, as you can see in that picture, has a strap with numbers for identification. The second picture shows an animal, a cow with a chain, and also as you can see it has a number which has an identifier. So that is the end of our lesson for today. Have a nice